Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Colwyn Abrams with this edition of the HGP Sportscast. In cricket, the Guyana Jaguars and Leeward Islands Volcanoes played a game of cat and mouse as the Jaguars maintained their domination on day 2 at Providence. Stanford Howard has the details.
The Jaguars started day 2 at Providence, trailing by 39 runs after the Windward Island Volcano was bowled for 117 runs on the first day. Vishal Singh was the first wicket to fall in the morning session, leaving the Jaguars in 80 for 3. In a similar fashion as the Windward Islands, the middle order collapsed, losing 3 wickets in 6 overs for 18 runs. Veteran Shivnarine Chandrapal and youngster Shafan Rutherford pedaled a 56-run, 7-wicket partnership to steer the Jaguars to a decent innings score. The partnership was broken just after lunch, leaving the Jaguars on 154 for 7. The tail-enders managed 40 runs before they were all out before tea for 194 runs with a lead of 77 runs. Shane Shillingford was the top wicket taker with 4 off his 18 overs. The Windward Islands' second innings reply started a bit compact than the first, but they lost their way, losing 4 wickets for 71 runs. The Windward Islands were on 127 for 6 with a lead of 50 runs at stumps. For the HGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. The inaugural Stag Beer Skill for Gold Floodlight 7-a-side football tournament was launched on Friday by Foreign Links Promotion of Berbice. The tournament this year is for teams in the West Coast and East Berbice area. So far, 16 teams have been selected that are registered with the Berbice Football Association.
Skill for Gold is basically, the concept we're trying to do is to offer rings to the champions, so to keep motivating to bring on the following year. It's not just a one-time something we're trying to do. So you could walk around and show you, okay, we're the champion, basically. We have the trophies. The prices goes, the first prize, $200,000, the champion trophy, and a gold ring. Second prize, $100,000, second prize trophy, and a silver ring. Third prize, $50,000, a trophy. Fourth prize, $25,000 and a trophy.
Boris Ross, coordinator of the tournament. The promoters said the aim is to revive the game within the Berbice area since there has been a decline in players coming out of the region. Brand manager of Stag Beer, Mr. Lyndon Henry, said the initiative is a great one.
Needless to say, the whole thing about bringing youths together and so on is a great initiative for West Berbice. I've been involved in a couple of football tournaments, but just a leg or a game or two being played in West Berbice. So it's nice to see a full tournament. I think it's about seven playing days, 16 teams. So it should be exciting, nothing long and dragged out. So I am hoping for the best for the tournament.
Teams will be required to pay a $5,000 registration fee to enter the tournament. The Guinness Greatness in the Streets Football Quarterfinals tournament kicked off on Thursday night at the National Cultural Center, Tarmac, as Gold is Money and Sparta Boss secured their semi-final spots. Stanford has more.
The Guinness Greatness in the Street first quarterfinal encounter was between Gold is Money and Rising Stars. It was Gold is Money, the better of the teams coming from the round of 16 on Tuesday, who continued their dominance. In the 17-minute, Randolph Wagner of Gold is Money netted the only goal for his team and secured the win 1-0. In the second game, Leopold Street took out California Square in a similar fashion, with Omalo Williams in the 12th minute scoring just 1 goal of the match to secure the victory and a spot in the semi-finals. The third game was a little tricky. Sparta Boss secured the win against Queen Street Tiger Bay by an own goal in the 9th minute. The final match of the Guinness Greatness in the Street quarterfinal was a little bit more exciting between crowd favourites Ben Street and Future Stars, with both teams remaining goalless in the first half. In the closing minutes of the second half, John Wandron pulled off a Guinness goal, ending the game 2-0 to secure the final spot of the semis. Fixtures for the semi-finals this Saturday. Gold is Money will take on Ben Street at 22 hours, and Sparta Boss will go up against Leopold Street at 22 hours 45. For the HGP Sportscast, I'm Stanford Howard.
Thank you, Stanford. The Ghana Tennis Association receives sponsorship from Trophy Stall for the 8th edition of the Tennis Open Doubles, slated for this weekend. Trophy Stall Doubles has established itself as the foremost doubles tournament of the calendar year of the Ghana Tennis Association for 8 years running. It is the only exclusive doubles tournament on the Ghana Tennis Association's calendar and is an opportunity for seasoned doubles players to take part in one of the most intense forms of the game. Trophy Stall has been a valued partner in keeping this form of the game alive. This will be the last tournament of the year on the association's calendar. The categories to be contested are men's doubles, ladies doubles, mixed doubles, and men's over 45 doubles. This year will showcase high drama and battles as players contend in the last tournament of the year to finish the season strong in hopes of securing their spot in the top of the ranking table. All games will be played at the National Racquet Center and Larry Souvenir. From the National Racquet Center, I am Colwyn Abrams. And that has brought us to the end of this edition of the HGP Sportscast. Before we go, remember, adversity causes some men to break and others to break records. Have an enjoyable weekend. Goodbye.